How do you feel about AI upscaling?
What do you mean?
In terms of like games or movies and stuff like that. We've seen it a lot with like movies and stuff, you know, the 4K upscaling and stuff.
I mean,
how do you feel about
like,
that?
Like generally it's trash and it makes things look worse. Did you know, by the way, all your YouTube videos, they've got it on by default now?
What? 4K upscaling?
Just AI upscaling in general.
Oh, really?
You have to turn it off. It's like deep in the settings.
What the fuck?
I had to go through like 15 menus to find it.
Fucking hell.
Okay, I didn't know.
Do
videos.
you know what I hate? The fucking auto dub.
Oh my God, the auto dub
I
is
hate that
atrocious.
shit.
Gods.
But like, it's annoying because obviously they're just training it right now on all of our videos and whatnot.
Yeah. Yes.
And it's like, okay, I'm sure in 5 years, it's going to be perfect or it's going to be close, you know,
Yeah.
it's obviously going to get better. And we say we hate it now, but in 10 years, maybe you're watching this Trash This episode and I am speaking perfectly in fluent Spanish right now and it sounds completely natural. And
It sounds like Connor.
Muy bien.
Hola.
Hola, tres esto. But you know, it's obviously going to get there, and it's like I think the conversation now needs to be around where can we, you know, what kind of regulation should be in place, what is ethical use, what's not ethical use, at what point, you know, I think it's a valid conversation about the piracy aspect of it and the plagiarism, and it's tough.
Well, did you see the fucking when was it Sora?
Yeah.
They released it and there were just people uploading AI generated like South Park episodes or anime episodes.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, and I mean that's like
That's so scary.
And maybe if it was like a human and it drawed inspiration from so many points, it would be forgivable. But they would just sometimes, just make South Park.
Yeah.
And you're like, this doesn't feel like should be allowed to do this.
Here's my question, okay? Because I haven't looked into the whole Sora thing at all, but I know what it is. What was the point of this being made? like genuinely, like what is the original
That is a
purpose?
good
What is the original
question.
intent for this thing to exist?
So,
To make money.
Yeah, other than for people to make really shit memes and just like just plagiarize shit that already exists.
So,
like, what's the point?
okay, so I think initially when a lot of these companies started, a big pitch and the way they would kind of push it forward was for scientific use.
Okay.
Like, you know,
like simulations and stuff, you mean?
yeah, like proteins, like untangling proteins to like keep track of them in the human body.
Okay.
Is a really, and used to be done all but manually, and it would take months and months and months to map out a single protein.
Right.
And this is stuff that is used in, you know, like cancer medicine. It's used in so many treatments, right? So the initial pitch of AI being used and mass data kind of hoovering machines was to improve science and to improve, which obviously
I'm all for.
I think everyone was like, great.
Yeah,
if we can
sick.
get a cure for cancer, if we can get all these things, great.
Yeah.
But obviously, you know, as these technologies got more exciting, as Deep Blue beats Gary Kasparov in chess, you know, it starts to become, you know, general intelligence was kind of a thing. And then now the big shift of what the big pitch is like AGI, which is this all-encompassing human, like better than a human in every single thing. Like there is not a thing that a human can beat it in.
Right.
And that's the promise. Because once you get that, if it's better than every doctor, if it's better than every lawyer, if it's better than every scientist, then you literally have figured out like the ultimate money printing machine.
Yes.
And so that's like the whole thing. That's like where it's at now. But Sora and all these things, they just require so much data and so much iteration that it's like, okay, well, just unleash it, get it out there, start using it. Start, you know.
Oh, I see.
But what they've kind of done now, because a lot of these companies are loaning and borrowing insane amounts of money, they like trillions. They have to make trillions to like pay off what they're making. It's like, okay, how do we make money now? Put this video thing out there. So like a lot of the thing now is that they've gone from the initial promise of like, we'll fix cancer to we'll fucking plagiarize every video and give you slop memes.
Hey, want to see your own Dragon Ball episode? Want to make your own Dragon Ball episode?
So, you know, the initial promise of like, we'll fucking use all the data and all the electricity in the world. Like there are like in places like some parts of the world, it uses so much electricity on the grid that it It overloads the grid and can literally break your home appliances because the harmonic frequency of the amount of electricity being used is now off the normal and acceptable amount. So your fridge at home could be broken because of all these fucking data AI slop centers. So there's so many more.
Dude.
And it's literally just so we can make these shitty memes right now. There's nothing of value that it's making right now. It can organize a spreadsheet. That's cool. But it's like, it's not the promise that we were sold on.
So, question.
Sorry for the massive rant.
No, I needed to know this because I'm just like, the first time I saw Sora and, because like, unfortunately I've seen on Instagram and stuff like that of so many people just making like really shit memes of themselves in like, with the fucking Sora watermark on it. I'm just like, okay, but like, what's the point? Like, why? Why does this exist other than to fucking make every content creator angry?
Yeah.
So I just needed to know. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it exists to make money. that's pretty much it. That's
money.
That's where the, of course, everything is done to make money, but it's, I don't see the benefit towards, what it can bring to our culture and our society, I guess.
Nothing.
I think with the occasional annoying task, it can be helpful.
Yeah.
Like I've had some things where, because I've wanted to try it out, because I'm like, if I'm going to fucking not like this thing, I may as well give it a fair shake.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, can you organize the spreadsheet for me?
Oh yeah, I've used that so many times.
And half the time it doesn't fucking work though.
Oh really?
For me, it doesn't work. But then there are occasions when it'll find me, like, I'll be like, can you find me this image online? And it'll find it. I'm like, okay, great. This seems like a great use.
Yeah.
Like something that allows you to kind of get through the slop that is the internet.
Yeah.
But other times it would just glaze you. It just glazes you when you ask it a question. I'm like, don't fucking glaze me.
Yeah, I love it when Chat GPT does that sometimes where I'm just like, I just ask a Monday question and it always opens with, that's a great question, man.
I don't want this.
I'm like, just give me the fucking answer.
It was a dumb question.
Yeah.
Yeah. And right now I'm literally talking about the video creation part of Sora where I'm like, where it's just, I see it as just a slop creation machine.
Because what else is it used for? Like, what is the genuine use?
That's the question I'm asking. Like, what is the intended purpose for releasing this out into the public, other than causing havoc?
But it's an expensive subscription to pay for it, and so I think people, they realized, hey, we need to stem the bleeding. We need to make money right now, otherwise we're going to go bankrupt.
Right.
I don't know how much more investment they can get, and so they just released this slot machine. Because people will do it. Because you can also, make things that aren't real. And some of the things that are made now in it are genuinely indistinguishable to real life videos. And it's getting concerning.
That's so scary.
Well, do you know what it inadvertently has made me do?
Right.
It's made me a lot more savvy when it comes to watching videos or watching because there's it's less becoming. Like, because AI is getting so good now, it's less becoming looking for the telltale signs of just like, oh, look at the hands or look at the something. And now it's looking at the context of a video. It's just like, I remember seeing a video.
You have to really think about it.
Yeah, I remember seeing a video and it was like a camera shot of someone getting attacked by, some animal when he was sleeping.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I don't know why, but this feels AI. And then I go to the comments and it is AI. And then you think about it and you're like, yeah, why was someone had to set up a camera of themselves sleeping, why would you do that unless you're planning something anyway? So you literally are.
Oh, is that the video of the guy in the tent and he opens the tent and there's like a bear right in front of it?
Yeah, maybe something like that. Yeah,
I've seen that video and I thought that was a real video at first.
Yeah, so it's made me think, okay, this is the setup. Yeah. All right. How is this something that someone would feasibly do? Why would someone set up a camera on their own tent when they're going to sleep for no reason at all? Because it looks like a security camera, right? Yeah. But why would they do that?
Why would there be a security camera?
So it's literally you kind of like, you are logically breaking down, does this seem like something would
what
happen
an
in real
exhausting
life?
process.
I know, right? I know.
I shouldn't have to think about that.
But you do, Joey.
I know.
And you know what? It's
the fact that we do is so exhausting.
But I also think that's why people, we're very lucky people watch the podcast, but I think that's why people go now. They watch more YouTubers and influencers than ever. Because it's like, my God, in a sea of made up slop, it's like, at least you can be sure the person's fucking real.
Yeah.
Like what they're putting out is, and it's frustrating.
Yeah.
But
until there's a AI Twitch streamer that takes over.
Yeah, true.
It's only a matter of time, I feel.
Yeah, because for a while I was like, man, I'm not going to play any fucking games that have disclosed any AI. But then I was like, man, having to police this is going to be impossible.
Yeah.
Like that, my policy to myself. I'll still try to play games that are only made by human, but of course there's going to be some games that maybe they didn't label it properly.
Yeah, they're going to slip through the crack, right?
Yeah, or maybe they, and it's
sure.
like, fuck this. I'm just going to try and play games that I think are cool and made by people. And if I happen to accidentally fucking play a game that's got this dog shit in it, it's like, all right, whatever. Sucks they did that, but what can you do? I mean, being human in this year is just accepting that you're going to have to consume AI unless you just get rid of the internet, which I think also is a healthy alternative at this point.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm wondering, was technology always scary and
Yeah, I think so.
exhausting?
Yeah, I mean, I think people had these conversations and stuff with like
There was always skeptics, even
radios
in, like, the earlier times,
when
you know?
cars were around. I'm sure people had like always every new big technology. People have these conversations. I think
You know, when like TV first came out, right, and people and parents would look at their kids like glued to the TV screens and be like, "Oh my god, they're staring at a box with moving pictures and not going outside, and it's gonna rot the brains of the children." And it's like,
Yeah.
man, if only they existed, if only they're around for another 50 years to see this.
I think the main difference though with this one compared to those is that at least those technologies are new things, whereas this is just a machine that has taken everything that it can get from the internet and
just
regurgitated
bastardized
it.
it.
Yeah. So it's like, I understand why when people make that comparison of like, oh, you're just like those people who shouted at radios or the phone. It's like, well, come on now. Like, that is such a bad faith argument, and you know why it is.
Yeah, they were made by humans.
Yeah, like when the guy made the Walkman, there was a lot of steps that go into making that product and why it ended up changing. And there's also reasons why people might not have wanted to adopt it right away.
Yeah.
But like it's not the same mentality, I think. And to act like it is a very unfair argument, I think.
Yes.
And playing dumb almost.
It just like, I remember a time, growing up, whenever a new technology would get announced or something, it genuinely was like exciting.
Yeah, listen, we were in like early 2000s tech always felt exciting. I think people were super pumped for the next thing.
Right?
Oh my god, yeah. Like when the fucking iPhone first came out, and people were like, "What? This is the future."
Forget the iPhone. Remember the BlackBerry? Being like, yo, you can send email on your phone? What?
Yeah.
I mean, it's got a touch pen and everything.
Yeah, I can look. When the TV probably came out, I can understand. Maybe the social space you had has been eroded slightly. I kind of get it. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Maybe if the TV was never invented, we might be better off. I don't know. But like, I can imagine why people were probably not stoked about the idea of having a box that everyone has to look
Do you remember the feeling of like seeing the first flat screen TVs?
That was kind of sick.
Oh my god,
that was cool.
I was like, no fucking way. This is the goddamn future.
How did they fit all those cathode rays in there?
I know.
But like, and I think the thing with like, maybe when the phone came out or whatever, I don't think there was ever an ethical conversation about, is it moral that it exists, And that's like a genuine thing that I think people, again, why I think the argument of people had this argument, would always complain before. I think it's a bad faith argument because I think like, I don't think anyone ever questioned the ethics of the vinyl player or the internet.
Yeah.
I think people were just skeptical of its impact.
Yes.
Which, I don't think people have underestimated the impact that this is all going to have. But just sorry, and I hate talking about it because I know everyone is so sick of hearing about it. But I think it's well, at least for us, it's a cool discussion for all creatives.
Unfortunately,
Such a big part of our
I'm tired
lives.
of hearing about it, but unfortunately, it's just fucking unavoidable.
Yeah.
But I like that we, the viewers that we have. I love that people are super down to have conversations. In the comments, and people are willing to talk about it nuanced and stuff, and people aren't as reactionary. And I think we're very lucky to have the Trash Taste audience. I think you guys are phenomenal at having a good discussion about this.
You guys are smart enough to know what nuance is.
Yeah, you're willing to clown on us, but you're willing to also have a discussion about it, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
Look, we're not immune to being clowned on. And look, maybe our takes this episode might have aged horrendously in 10 years. Maybe they won't. It doesn't really matter. I think we had this discussion at the time now when everything was what it was, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
We're parasocial towards you, viewers.
I'm parasocial towards you guys.